Greetings and welcome back to Big Bacon's Collection. It's Walker Wednesday here in the Bacon Bunker. So today we're going to be looking at the McFarlane toys, AMC Walking Dead, Dr. Eugene Porter of the Human Genome Project. This is another one that was picked up at retail at Walgreens because honestly that was the place to get them locally. Off the top of my head, I do not remember what wave this came out in. But regardless, we're going to review it. So, we're going to start with the accessories, move to the figure, check his articulation, gear him up, and get him up on the shelf. Now, accessories. As you can see, he's in his prison armor. The armor Glenn gave him. So he comes with a riot helmet. Now this helmet is well detailed, nicely painted, has an articulated face mask, and it's got a strap that actually can peg in. It's just a bit of a pain in the left butt cheek to get to stay pegged in. He comes with a backpack because what self-respecting doctor doesn't walk around with a backpack? Now, sculpt-wise, it's a nice-looking backpack. Paint-wise, it's a bit of a mess. Got a big old loop sculpted on here, and we'll get back to that later. It looks good. Up on your shelf from a distance, it looks perfectly fine. But like I said, you get up close and you start to see where paint wasn't quite applied right or applied sloppy. He comes with an M4. Good sculpt. There's even an ejection port cover closed on this thing. There's a forward assist sculpted on here. Charging hand. You don't see that on a lot of sculpts for just basic rifles. Got a nice little wash to it to give it that used patina. Now, and it does come with a big old strap. Now, let's move on to Dr. Eugene Porter, as played by Josh McDermott. And you know what? I don't see it. The aesthetic of the character is there. You could tell who it's supposed to be. I do not see Mr. McDermott. Paint is not terrible. I just don't think it looks quite like him. And then up along the hairline, we do have some spots where it's just kind of iffy. Especially up here around the ear. Okay, he's got normal clothes on underneath, a button-up shirt, a jacket, pair of pants. All sculpted really well. And then the armor overlay, I guess, is the best way to describe it. Now, the armor is great. Amazing sculpt, good detailing, nice accenting paint, some dry brushing. Yeah, there's a couple of spots like up here on the silver buttons where it's just kind of everywhere. But for the most part, it looks good. Articulation wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you look up that much, look down that much. Great range here. No tilt. There is rotation, but you have to fight the mullet to make it work. Arm hinges up about 33 degrees. Rotates all the way around, but you do have to fight this rubbery piece. Single jointed elbow comes up to 30 degrees. Rotation at the elbow. Hands rotate. Has what looks like a vertical hinge over here and a vertical hinge over here. Waist rotation, none. Ab crunch, none. Legs, kick forward that far. Kick out that far. Back, none. Single jointed knee comes back almost 90. Foot hinges back that far, forward that far. Little bit of rocker. All in all, it's an impressive statue. So, what do you say we gear him up? So the backpack has one strap that just kind of pegs in at the bottom. So you bring it up over one arm, over the other arm, and you peg it in at the base. If you can articulate the bag into place to do so. Mine does not want to play nice, especially on camera. So yeah, you could see that it is starting to peg in there, but it's not wanting to stay all the way on. For the purposes of ease, I'm going to go ahead and get this around him now, because it's a pain in the butt to try to do it any other time. Now, the right gear helmet does not actually fit on his head. That's where this magic strap that we discussed earlier comes in. You just feed the strap through the hole, peg it closed, and boom. Yeah, I know, impressive, right? And it's already unhitched the backpack. Oh, McFarlane, you do such beautiful sculpts, but shitty engineering. And I used to have Eugene holding the weapon, but let's face it, Eugene is not exactly what I would call a military man. So we're just going to sling this bad boy. And there we have him. Dr. Eugene Porter, a beautiful mess. So let's get him on the shelf, shall we? Once again, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, comment, hit that notification bell, and I'll see y'all next time.